only 10 members registered.
Okay. Madam, recording started.
Okay, sir. Okay. So, very good morning to one and all. So, today what we are going to see, okay, before that, the recap of the last class. What we have seen in the last class, we have seen the different types of flip-flops, right? So, what are the different flip-flops you had? They are, what are they? SR flip-flop, D flip-flop, JK flip-flop, and T flip-flop, right? So you remember what is the truth table. You have to remember that because from that only you can do all other things. Then what we have seen in the later what we had seen how to convert a particular flip-flop into another flip-flop. So there are so many combinations. We had seen three combinations. One is SR to D flip-flop, uh, SR to JK or JK to SR. Okay, so one thing we had seen. Then D to C flip-flop. Okay, all these three conversions we had seen. Today, the next topic in your syllabus is actually analysis and design of sequential circuit, synchronous sequential circuit. Before that, we will see some other sequential circuit examples and we will see the analysis and design in another class. Okay. So before that, first we are going to see what we are going to see today is shift registers. Shift registers. First one. Second one is counters. This is what we are going to see today. So here there are two types. One is synchronous and second one is asynchronous. Synchronous counter and asynchronous counter. So we will finish the shift registers and synchronous counter by today, and asynchronous counter we will see in the next class. If time permits, we will take the asynchronous counter also. Otherwise, we will see the asynchronous counter in the next class. Okay. So we'll see what you mean by shift register. Shift register. So registers, actually the purpose of a flip-flop is nothing but it has to save a data. Okay, it has to use memory because it has to save a data, right? So the registers is nothing but it's a flip-flop only. It is only for using for saving data. So the application of flip-flop is one is it acts as a register and the second one is it acts as a counter. Okay. So the shift register is in the microprocessor. Okay, if you are once you come to our laboratory, you can actually see in all those things. In the microprocessor, we will see in the next module also. Third module, we will see about microprocessor and microcontroller. So sometimes we need to transfer the data from one register to another register. Okay, for that we are using flip-flop. Okay, so that is a shift register. Shift register, you can transfer left to right and you can transfer right to left, and then parallelly from top to bottom and bottom to top. Okay, in any ways you can top to bottom also you can transfer the data. So in any ways you can transfer the data in the registers. That is what is a shift register. So the shift register, the definition is the binary information in a register, the binary information in a register, can be moved from stage to stage, within a register or into or out of the register. This is the definition of a shift register. Okay. So the shift register definition is the binary information in a register can be moved from stage to stage within a register or into or out of the register, or into or out of the. This is the definition of a shift register. Okay, the binary information which can be changed from cell to register flip flop to another flip flop, or into the flip flop or out of the flip flop. So any ways you can transfer the data. That is known as the shift register. Did you all write down the definition? So that is, you are just showing as cells only. Okay, register. Suppose if it is a 4 cells, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is data. If this is your data, and you are shifting the data like this, this is shift right. Shift right. Okay. Next one is this is your data. This is your data input data. Okay, you can put it as this is data in, and this is shifting like this. This shift left. This is shift left, and that is shift. This one is shift right. You are shifting the data from right side, and here you are shifting the data to left side. And next one is you are giving parallel in. Okay, this is you are giving the data parallelly. Okay, at the same time you are supplying the data to the cells or the flip flop. That is parallel in. Then the fourth case is you are taking the data. This is parallel out. Okay, this is parallel out. So there are 4 combinations there. This is shift right, shift left, this is parallel in, and this is parallel out. And this is the case for serial. Okay, you are sending one bit at a time. So you can call it as a serial shift right, and this is serial shift left. Okay, is that okay? Is that clear? Is that clear? Guys, is that clear?
Madam, can you repeat it once again?
Yeah, sure, sir. So the shift register, which is nothing but you can transfer the data from one register to the another register. Okay. So all these kind of things you actually required in the microprocessor and the microcontroller application, or in the higher level of application. So there, what is actually it is doing? It is supplying data. It is serial means it has only single one input, right? So from the one input, it is shifting the data from one cell to another cell to another. Cell means nothing but flip flop only, right? Flip flop. Flip flop is act as a register. So it is given to one register, and then it is moving to another register. Then it is moving to the another register. Then it is coming out of the cells. Okay. So all these things we'll see detailedly while explaining the different types of shift registers. Okay. So these are the combinations. First one is you can serially shift right. You can serially move from left to right, and here you can serially move from right to left. Okay. Similar way, at the parallel means at the same time you can give the data into all the 4 cells. Okay. At the same way, in the parallel out means you can take 4 data at the same time from the registers or the flip flop. That is parallel in and parallel out. So we'll see, actually we will see with the flip flops, and we'll see what are the different types. Then it will be more clear to what you mean by left and what you mean by right shift and all. Okay, is that okay? Okay. So we'll see what are the
Yes,
what
madam.
are our
You can
different
proceed.
types of shift registers. And one more thing is everything is based on the clock signal. If you are giving clock signal only, it will be shift left, right, or parallel in parallel out. All the things will be happen, right? So all this cases you are using clock pulses. Clock pulse is actually required for the transfer of data. That also we have seen in the static, right? So there are 4 types of flip-flops. First one is serial in, serial out, serial in, serial out. So brackets, you can write SISO. Okay, so in the question paper also, it will be asked for SISO case. It won't ask for serial in, serial out. So this is most crucial thing. SISO, serial in, serial out. We can expect a question serial in, serial out in the question paper. You cannot expect a serial in and serial out. If you SISO only you can expect. You cannot expect serial in, serial out completely. Okay. So that is the first case. Second case is serial in, parallel out. Serial in, parallel out. That is SIPO. Serial in, parallel out. Third one is parallel in, serial out. Parallel in, serial out. That is PISO. Parallel in, serial out. And fourth one is parallel in, parallel out. PIPO. So some more will be there, bidirectional is there, universal is there. So I think you can study it by yourself. Okay, all those things. So these are the main or major things in the shift registers. Okay. So other things also we will give in the notes. You have to go through all those things. Okay. So first thing what we are seeing for serial in, serial out. Serial in, serial out. SI. So in the shift registers, we are actually using with a D registers. Okay. Because what is the advantage of a D register? Someone can you tell? What is the advantage of D flip-flop for using in the shift register? Or what is the advantage of D flip-flop compared to all other flip-flops? Somebody please tell. What is the advantage of D flip-flop while it is comparing to other 3 flip-flops? You may please post in the chat box also. What is the advantage of D flip-flop? From the truth table, what can you tell about the D flip-flop? What is the advantage of D flip-flop? No response? Why? Why no response? Today is Monday morning, no? If it is Saturday morning, it's fine, but now today is Monday morning. Tell me, what is the advantage of D flip-flop? My question clear? Is it clear, my question? Okay, then you tell me what is the advantage of D flip-flop. Whatever given input, yes, very exactly, fantastic answer. Super. So that is the answer. Whatever you are giving as the input, the same thing you will get the output. That is what is the advantage of a D flip-flop, right? So that is the only answer why we are using it for a shift register. Whatever be there as the input, in the next clock pulse, you will get the same thing as the output. You don't bother about whatever be the condition, present state, you don't bother about whatever be the present condition. So it is exactly depending only on the external input, right? It is exactly depend only on the external input. It is not at all depend on the present state of the flip-flop. That is the advantage. Okay. Very good, very good. So we'll draw the diagram. So we are seeing for a 4-bit case. Okay, 4-bit. So we are going to draw 4 flip-flops. This is D A and its output is QA, and it is required a clock pulse. Okay, it is required a clock pulse. LK. And this is your data input. Input data you are given here. So next is, here it is DB, DB, QB. And output of QA is connected to DB. And the same clock pulse you are connecting to DB flip-flop also. Okay. Then next is QC. Sorry, DC is your input, QC is your output, and this one is also having the same clock. Okay. And output of QB, which is connected to DC. Then next one is, this is DQB, right? So the same clock you are connecting here. Then output of QC is connected to DC. Output of QC is connected to DD, and here you can take the data out. Okay, this the diagram is fine. You can name it as, this is your A flip-flop, this is your B flip-flop, this is your C flip-flop, and this is your D flip-flop. Okay, is that okay? Did you draw the diagram? Once you draw the diagram, let me know. Once you draw the diagram, please let me know.
Madam, there is a question. Say the name of the flip-flop again, madam.
D flip-flop, D flip-flop. This is D flip-flop. Will you draw the diagram? Shall I proceed? Okay. So
Yes, madam.
This is serial in and serial out, right? So you are giving the data as a serial input and you are taking the data as a serial output. That is the meaning. You are giving the data as serial input and you are extracting the data as the serial output. You know what is serial and parallel? Serial means one bit at a time. Okay, one bit at a time. Then parallel means all the 8 bits you have. Actually, your modem connection, right? Modem connection is actually serial connection. Is that correct? Is that correct, no, sir? Shiva, sir? Modem connection in the normal dial-up connection. That is in the serial connection. That's why you are getting the
Yes.
delay because one bit is
That
transfer at a time. Right, one bit is transfer at a time. But while actually, suppose you are connecting a pen drive, not pen drive or what to say. That is exactly, there are multiple pin cables will be there, no? Multiple pin cables. There might be 8 pin will be there, 16 pin cables will be there. So what is that? That is for the parallel connection. So you can easily transfer the data because fast transfer, because at the same time you can transfer 8 bit data. 1 byte data you can transfer at a time. But in the case of serial communication, you can transfer the data first one bit, then second bit, third bit, fourth bit. Okay. So instead of 8 bit, it is taking 8 clock pulses. It is only like nanosecond cases will be there. It is not a minute cases, but in the serial connection, you are transferring what to say? You are transferring 8 bits for 8 clock pulses. But in the case of actually for the normal connection, parallel connection, in a single clock pulse, you can transfer 8 bits of data. So that is the speed, the case of speed. You can transfer fastly that in the parallel connection than the serial connection. That you have studied already. So that is the same thing only. Here we are going to transfer the data one bit at a time, right? So what we are going to see here is, this is your clock pulse. Your clock pulse, here you are going to give data input. Input data is given. Then you are going to see what is QA output, then QB, then QC, then QD. Okay, so initially you were considering your QA is equal to 0, QB is equal to 0, QC is equal to 0 and QD is equal to 0. So all the flip-flops are in the reset state. That is what you are assuming. And your clock pulse is also 0. You are not giving any clock pulse. And here also your input is 0 only. Okay, your input you do not know, but you are just supposed it to be the input. So you consider your QA, QB, QC, QD is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0 only in the first case. And what you are going to out is, you are going to out the input 1, 1, 1, 1. This is what you are going to given for the shift register. Right. This is the input you are given to the shift register, and we'll see when you can out this 1, 1, 1 at the output side. So this is QD. QD is nothing but your output only, right? So for that, we'll see. First, we are going to give QA is equal to 0, QB is equal to 0, QC is equal to 0, and QD is equal to 0. That is the first condition. Now, you are giving D input as 1. Now, you are giving your D input as 1. Once the first clock pulse comes, what will be the output of flip-flop A? You are giving D input as 1. And in the next clock pulse, what will be the output of QA? What will be the output of QA? What will be the output of QA? You are giving D is equal to 1. D input is 1. That is A flip-flop today. Input now it is 1. Okay. Input of A flip-flop is 1. What about the output of A flip-flop? Is it 1 or 0?
1.
It is
1, 1.
1. Yes. So in the first clock pulse, you are giving your D input as 1. QA is equal to 1. Right. This QA is equal to 1 right now. But all the clock pulse is given at the same time to the all the flip flop. Okay. So it was QA10 first here. Again, this QA is transferred to DB. Okay, this QA is transferred to DB. So DB is 0 only, right? At the same time, because everything is happening at the same time. So while considering a flip flop, it has the input as 1. So your QA is equal to 1. But at the same time, while considering B, its input was 0 only, right? So what about the output of QB? What about the output of QB? It is not happening after that. Okay, it is everything happening at the same time. So at this moment, what about the output of B flip flop? What is the output of B flip flop? Because DB was 0 only, right? QA was 0. It is transferred to DB. So this is occurred at here only, right? 0. It is 0 only. So what about the output of QB? QB is
0.
Anna 0. Yeah.
0. QB is 0. Right. Similarly, QB is transferred here only. No, this was also 0. Then what about the output of QC? What about the output of QC? What about the output of QC? QC is again 0. Similarly, QD is also 0 only at the time of first clock pulse. Okay. Now you are giving the second clock pulse and the second input. Here it was 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So this one now it came. This one is came here. So that time your input output is 1, 0, 0, 0. QA is 1, QB is 0, QC is 0, and QD is equal to 0. Then second input. Now QA is 1. This 1 means appear across the input of the B flip flop, right? So here it is 1, and all other cases are similar only. The input of C is 0, input of D is 0. Okay, we are considering in the second clock pulse. So now this is not the input. This is the input here. Okay, the second case, this is the input here, and QA is 1. So input of DB is also 1. Input of C is 0. Input of D flip flop is 0. So now you tell me, the input is 1. What is QA, QB, QC, QD? What is QA, QB, QC, QD? What is QA, QB, QC, QD? Now this is the one. Okay, not this one. This is the one. Second one comes here. Then this is the second clock pulse. What about QA, QB, QC, QD? What is QA? Because this is 1, QA is 1, right? So at the same time, in the previous case, QA was 1, the same one is appear across the B flip flop. So what is the output of QB? 1.
1, 1, 0, 0. Yeah, 1. Exactly. 1, and QB output is 0, and QC output is 0 only, right? Because QB previously QB was 0, so DC is again 0. So QC is 0 and QD is 0. Then the third input, third clock pulse. Now the input here is, this is your input. Okay, this is the third input. 1 comes here, and this is 1. Now QB is again 1 here. So input of the DC flip flop is 1, and here it is 0 only. Then what about this QA, QB, QC, QD in this case? Now we are considering 111 0. Answer is 111 0. Right. Same next is fourth gate clock pulse we are given. Then the fourth input we are given here. Okay, this is the fourth one. This is the fourth one. This is the fourth one. QA is 1, here dB is 1. Similarly, the previous clock pulse QC was 1. Okay, so you are replacing QC as 1. So the same you will get the input of D flip flop. Now what is the answer? Now what is the answer? 4 1. 4 1.
All ones.
Okay. Now at the time of the fourth clock pulse, you are outing the first one. You are out the first one. Okay. At the time of fourth clock pulse only, because you are getting output from the QD only. Okay. You are connecting the output things to the QD pin only, right? So at the time of the fourth clock pulse, you are outing the first one. This one was the first one. This one, right? This is the first one. Okay. Now again it can be 0 0 because it can be anything. It's not a we are considering we are giving 0 0 0, right? Then fifth case. Now your D input is 0. Now your D input is 0. What about the output QA, QB, QC, QD? D input is 0. Now we are giving, it can be anything, it is not a problem, but we are considering the 0 case. You are giving D input as 0. What is the output here? QA, QB, QC, QD. QA, this is 0, right? So this 0 is comes here, so this is 0. And QA is 0 or 1. QA is 0 or 1. This is 0. Okay, you are giving as input as 0. What is the output of A flip flop? QA. What is QA? QA is 0. QA is 0. But the 1 was here at the input of B. Because that was your first QA. It was there at the flip flop B. B flip flop the input one, this is 1, right? So what is the output here? This is 1, this is 1, and here also this is 1. 1 is out here, right? So if the answer is 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, 0, 1, 1. So this is your second. This is your second one. Okay, this is second one. This is your first one. You are outing the first one here. You are outing, this is your first one, then second one. Now you are giving the sixth clock pulse. Now the input is, this is your input. So this one is 0, this is 0. So this was previously 0. What about QB? QB also becomes 0. So the answer is, you are giving 0 input, 0, 0, 1, 1. So you are outing the third one. You are outing the third one. Then again you are giving the seventh clock pulse. This is your seventh clock pulse. This is your seventh clock pulse. So this becomes 0. This is also 0. Then what about the output? 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. This is your fourth one. Okay, this is your fourth one. Now, this is the answer. This is your answer. Okay, so it is outing all the 4 ones. Okay, because this was your input, it is outing all the 4. So you have to write it like this, because this is the last bit, no? So you have to write this one here, then this is the second one, and this is your third one, and this is your fourth one. Okay. So you are outing 1, 1, 1. Oh, it is not visible, right?
Madam, it's not visible. It's not visible beyond that arrow mark. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Once you write down, I'll change the camera.
adjust it. Okay.
Now it's visible, no? Somebody has posted not visible. Okay, is that clear? Is serial in, serial out condition is clear?
On your box.
Because you are giving input as serially, okay, one bit at a time, and you are extracting the output also one bit at a time. That is serial in, serial out. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Is that clear? Shall we proceed? Yes,
Okay,
madam.
okay,
We can
thank you
proceed.
guys. So the second case is serial in, parallel out. Serial in, parallel out. SIPO. So the circuit diagram will be same. Only difference is you are connecting output of QA, you are connecting to input of DB. Then output of QB is connected to input of DC. Output of QC is connected to input of DD. But this is your parallel in. Okay. But you are extracting the data as, sorry, this is, you are giving the data as serially, but you are extracting the data as parallel. Okay. So here you are giving a connection. This is your QA. This is your QB. This is your QC. And this is your QD. You can directly connect it from, you can directly take the output from QA, QB, QC and QD. But you are transferring the data only in the serial format. Okay, you are transferring the data only in the serial format. So here also you can put it as, this is clock, this is your D input, and this is QA, QB, QC, QD, right? This is QA, QB, QC, QD, and you are giving the input as 1, 1, 1. Your first clock pulse, D input also 0. You are considering your initial condition is 0, 0, 0. Your initial condition is 0, 0, 0. Okay. Then now you are giving the first clock pulse. You are giving the first clock pulse. So when you are giving the first clock pulse, what about QA, QB, QC, QD? This is 1, 1, 1. What about QA, QB, QC, QD? What about QA, QB, QC, QD? The same way you were represented as in the serial form, no? The same way you can write it as D input is 1. What about QA, QB, QC, QD? So write the answer. What about the answer? QA, QB, QC, QD. Now your input is 1. Okay, so DA is 1, QA becomes 1. What about the DB? DB was 0 only, so QB is 0. DC was 0, so QC is 0. DD was 0, QD was 0. So what is the answer? 1 0 0. Yeah, correct. 1 0 0. Okay. Then second clock pulse, D input is 1. What about QA, QB, QC, QD? What about QA, QB, QC, QD? Second input. What about QA, QB? 1 1 1 1 0. Yeah, correct. That is 1 1 0. Then third clock pulse, again D input is 1. This is 1 1 0. Then fourth input is given. This is fourth clock pulse. This is D1 4 1. Okay. So you are getting the output QA, QB, QC, QD as 4 1. Okay. This is what you are given. Actually, how you have to read this one is because D is actually extracting the first bit. Okay, D is actually extracting the first bit. Then C is extracting the second bit. This is third bit, and this is first bit. Okay, so this is what is your output. QA, QB, QC is you are extracting as 1 1 1. This is nothing but what you are given in the question, right? This is what you are given in the question. 1 1. This is 4 1. This is what your D input. You are extracting the output 4 1s in the fourth clock pulse system. But in the case of serial in, serial out, you were required 7 clock pulse to extract the same output. But here you require only 4 clock pulse to extract the output of 4 1. Is that okay? So serial in, serial out and serial in, parallel out are almost the same. You can connect it and you can study. Only difference is serial in, serial out, you require 7 clock pulse because it is serial in. It is at this fourth clock pulse only, it is serial out. It will send the first output. Okay, it will send the first bit of the output. It will out the first bit of the output. But in the case of serial in, parallel out, at the same time you can connect the output from the all the flip-flops, so you will get the 4 1s at the same time. That is at the fourth clock pulse. That is only difference between SISO and SIPO. Circuit diagram, everything will be same. In parallel out, only thing is you are taking the output from here. This is the external connection. Okay. While doing in the experiment, we are connecting this to an LED. So you can see in serial out, you are connecting one LED to the 2D only. But in the parallel output, you are connecting LEDs to the both QA, QB, QC, and QD connection. So that means you are extracting output from each and every flip-flop. Instead of a single flip-flop, you are taking output from all flip-flops. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, madam. Thank you, Arun, for the answer.
I think Arun is very first time putting a message. I said.
Welcome, Arun.
I had never seen his name. Yeah, thank you, Arun. Thank you.
How about others?
Next, what about others? Is that clear?
Shall we proceed to the next one? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Uma, Saranya. Okay. Narmada, Ritika. Yes, madam, you can proceed.
Next is we'll see parallel in, parallel out first, then we'll move to parallel in, serial out. Okay. So parallel in, parallel out, there is 4 inputs. Okay, there is 4 input and 4 output. Because at the same time you are giving all the inputs to the flip-flop. Parallel in, parallel out. We are seeing this one only. Okay, after that we will see this one because this is some other diagram. So all these things you can compare easily. So that's why I am doing parallel in, parallel out.
This is paralleling, parallel. Okay. So what do you mean by paralleling? You are giving input to all the flip-flops at the same time. So here you are connecting input. This is your input A and this is your input D. This is your input C. This is your input D. Okay. And output is QA. This is QB. You are taking, there is no connection from QB and DC. DC is given from a separate external input. You are giving external input to DC. And here also QC is connected to QC and this is QD. Okay. All these are out data and all A, B, C, D are your in data. Okay. So there is no connection between two flip-flops. Okay, there is no connection between two flip-flops. Only common point is you are giving the same clock pulse to all the flip-flops. That is the only thing. You are giving all the flip-flops through a, so it means that at the same clock, if you are giving a clock pulse at the same time, all the flip-flops will give the output. That is the thing. Okay, so there are separate input and separate output. So A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1, D is equal to 1. That is the input you are going to give. And initial condition, it was, so this is not D. Okay, this is not D. Clock pulse was 0. First you consider this is your one input, this is second input, this is your third and fourth input. This is nothing but your input. And outputs are QA, QB, QC, QD. This is your output. Initial condition, all the things were 0. You are consider QA is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, C equal to 0, D is equal to 0. So, you are giving A, B, C, D as 1. After the first clock pulse, all the flip-flops will produce the output as 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, you understood? So, what does it mean? It is require only single pulse to give the, single clock pulse to give the complete output. That is parallel in parallel case. But instead of, in case of serial, you require more number of clock pulse to produce the output. But in the case of parallel, so what does it mean? Actually, in the case of serial in, serial out, it is exactly required 7 clock pulse, right? But in the case of parallel in, parallel out, how many clock pulse it is required? Only 1 clock pulse, right? So 1/7 time is required for sending data through parallelly. Is that okay? Is that clear? Parallel in, parallel out clear? You may copy down. Is that clear? Parallel in, parallel out. Okay, you draw the diagram.
Madam will proceed.
Yeah, sure, sir. Okay.
So I hope you were clear all these three categories: serial in, serial out, serial in, parallel out, and parallel in, parallel out. So we'll see the third one, that is parallel in, serial out. Next one is, that is the third one, that is parallel in, serial out. CIS, parallel in, serial out. You draw the diagram with me. So once you draw the circuit, you please let me know. Once you draw the circuit, please let me know. Did you finish?
Madam, we'll proceed. They have finished,
Okay,
it seems.
okay, fine. Okay. So actually the circuit looks a bit complicated compared to all other three cases because all other three cases were directly, right? Because you were using only flip-flops alone, right? But in the case of parallel in serial out, it is a bit complicated circuit because some AND gates will be there, some OR gates will be there, right? So there is one more input is here, that is select input. That is nothing but shift bar load bar. Okay, shift or load bar. Right. So if you are giving 0 in this case, if you are giving shift, this is shift or load bar. Okay. So if it is 0 means LOAD, load bar is equal to 1. Okay. So load bar is equal to 1, shift is equal to 0. If it is 1, shift is equal to 1, load bar is equal to 0. Load bar, this is used for loading the parallel input. Okay. Load bar is used to loading the parallel input. So whenever this is 0, whenever the input to this case is 0, it will load the parallel input A, B, C, D. It will load to the A, B, C, D. So whenever shift is 1, it is shifting the data from A to B, B to C, and C to D registers. So here I will draw it here. I think. So first is you are taking shift bar, load bar. Okay. So this is 1. Then A, B, C, D. Then QA, QB, QC, QD. These are your output. First you consider shift bar load bar is equal to 0. That means you are putting a data, you are entering a data. So suppose A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1, D is equal to 0. And you consider your first initial condition was 0, 0, 0 only. So that is for, this is for clock pulse 1. This is for clock pulse 1. So what about the QA? What is happening here? This point is 1, load line is 1. So this line is activated line. So what is happening? A input will come here. Okay, is that okay? A input directly coming here because it is not connected to anywhere. You consider here, this is an AND gate. G1, G2, G3 will be enabled when load bar is equal to 1. That is shift bar, load bar is equal to 0. Shift, it means that shift is 0, load bar is equal to 1. Okay, so if it is 0, the G1, G2, G3 gates will be enabled. At this case, G1, G2, G3 gates will be enabled. So you consider here, this is A input will be coming like this. DA is a load, and you see here, because this is 0, this shift line is 0. So AND gate la one input is 0, your output will be 0. So this AND gate is disabled. Then this is this AND gate. This AND gate, this point is 1. So the output of the AND gate will depend only on the B. Okay, if B is equal to 1, the output 1 will be given to the DB. Right? If B is equal to 0, the output will be 1 and 0. So that output will be given here. So whatever be the input there in B input, it will be taken from the G1 and it is given to DB. That is the meaning. Okay. So here B you consider as 1 only. So B you are considering as 1. This is anyway, this line is always 1. Okay, because this is load bar. Load bar is equal to 1. So this line is 1. So you are given P is equal to 1. Here you are given as 0 only. B is equal to 1. What is happening here? A equal to 1, B equal to 1. So the output of G1 is equal to 1 and it is given to OR gate because the output of G4 is 0, right? Because this line is 0. So whatever be the input of 2A, it won't accept because this is 0, output will obviously 0. So this point is 0 and this is 1. So what is the input to DB? DB is 1. Okay, so B is equal to 1, DB is equal to 1. Now C, you consider for C gate. C gate, here again, this is connected to 0 and whatever be this case, it won't accept it. So output of G5 gate is 0. Next, now G2. G2 is connected to, this is line 1. This line is at 1 and C is equal to 1. What about the output of G2? G2 is equal to 1. What about the output of OR gate? 0 plus 1 is 1. So input of DC is 1. Right. Then what about the DD? Similar way you have to tell what about the input of D. Here you are considering D is equal to 0. What about the input of DD? D gate. What about the input of D gate? You post in the chat box what is the output of D gate. So first you tell me what is the output of G6 gate and G3 gate. What is the output of G6 gate? What is the output of G6 gate? What is the output of G6 gate? Roll number 245. You please unmute and tell me what is the output of G6 gate? What is the output of G6 gate? So please unmute and tell me. 245. What is the output of G6 gate? 245 present, sir.
Yes, madam, it's present. Shweta G, 245. 244, Supita. Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, Supita. Madam has asked you a question.
What is the output of G6 gate? G6. At this
DC
condition,
value.
what is the output? G6.
DC value was
G6.
1.
G?
DC was 1. At that point, you have to find out what is the value of QC. So that is the value that should come as an output
No,
as gate 6.
no, I did not ask the question, sir. I was asking, your condition is load is equal to 1. Okay, load bar is equal to 1. The same time, what about your D input, QD input? What is the QD input?
QD.
Because we were explaining DB and DC. Similar way, you have to tell me what is the input of DD. D input. Input of D flip-flop. What is the input of D flip-flop? Here D is equal to 0, right? Here D is equal to 0. So keep in mind, you tell me what is the input of D flip-flop. Because that D is not directly coming to the input of D gate, D flip-flop, right? It is coming through so many AND gate and OR gate. So what is the input of D flip-flop? Here, this is D is equal to 0. I want at this point, what is the input of, what is the input?
Madam, there's an answer from 244 Supita, it is 0. DD is 0.
DD is equal to 0. Yeah, correct. Because this is disabled, right? Because this line is 0, so answer of G6 is 0 and G3. This point is 1, but this is 0. So what about the AND gate output? AND gate output G3 is also 0. So 0 plus 0 here, answer is 0. Right? So this is the answer. Now, what about the output here at this point? What about the output here? We are just speaking about it can be what to say. This is 0 0 only. Okay, now it is loading. Sorry, it is loading. Your clock input is 1, and your inputs are A, B, C, D is equal to 0 1 1 0. Then what about QA, QB, QC, QD? It will be same thing only, right? Because DA is equal to 0. So QA is 0, DB is equal to 1, QB is equal to 1, DC equal to 1, QC is equal to 1, QD is equal to 0, sorry, DD is equal to 0, QD is equal to 0 at the time of first clock pulse, right? It is receiving, and this QD, this is your first output. Okay, this is your first output QD. Now what you have to do next? You have to extract all the data, right? Because in this 0, 1, 1, 0, only this 0 is out now. Now you have to out these 3 bits also. So what you have to do? You have to apply the shift operation. Now through the load operation, you are entering the data, whatever be there in the input. You can give A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1, D is equal to 0. It can be any value, any 4-digit value you can apply. So at this point of time, it is sending, you are outing only 1 0 because this is the serial output. You are connecting it to LED. You can see the 0. So this is 0, so LED won't blink, right? Then what is next? After next is second, you are supposed to give the second clock pulse, but you make sure that your shift is equal to 1. Now you are going to shift operation. Now you are going to apply the shift operation. Now load operation is over. You were loaded with whatever input is your hand. You are loaded with the flip-flop with that input, right? Now what you want? You have to shift the output. Now you are going to shift the output. So it can be anything. This is now you want going to check whatever be the input. It is not a matter for you because flip-flops were already loaded your input, right? So it is not a matter for you. Now only thing is you want to shift the data. So what you are going to shift the data? How you are going to shift the data? After the first clock pulse, what will happen? Shift is equal to 1, right? Shift is equal to 1. What does it mean? This line is 1, right? So load line is 0. Load line is 0. Shift line is 1. Load line is 0. Shift line is 1. So this is 0. So G1, G2, G3 won't work. G1, G2, G3 won't work. So shift bar, load bar is equal to 1. G4, G5, G6 will work. G4, G5, G6 will work. Right. So G4, this is 1. It is taking the input from QA. What is QA here? What is QA here? QA is equal to 0. QA is equal to 0. The output will be 0 here. So similar way, it is producing, it can be some 0, 0, 0. It can be 0, 0. So it is shifting the data. So this is shifting how it is going to shift the data. This one will come here. This one will come here. This 0 will be come here. And it can be any value. It is based on your A input. Whatever be there, it will be the same thing. You will be here because A was 0 initially. So that 0 will be repeated for long instead of till you get another input in the loaded. Then third clock pulse, this is also 1. Now you are counting the second out. Okay, so this is 0 and this is 1. Is it clear? I know. This is 0 and this is 1. Okay, this is 0 and this is 1. Then what is happening next? This one comes here, this 0, 1 comes here, and here it is 0. Again, it will be 0 only. So it is outing the third output. Third output is again 1, right? This is your third output. This is 1. Again, it is shifting. This is for your fourth clock pulse, then fifth clock pulse. The 0 comes here. This is 0. This is 0, and here again 0. So it is outing the last input 0. So it is required totally 5 clock pulse to out the data. Okay, so 1 clock pulse you use to store the data or load the data, and another 4 you are using to shift the data. Is that okay? Is it clear? So in this case, one case is loading condition. That is you are giving the input to the flip flop. Okay. So all other cases you are shifting the data. Okay. Whenever you want to shift the data, you have to make the shift or load bar line as 1. Right. Whenever you want to load the input, you can put it as 0. Right. Based on that, it is doing either shift operation or loading operation. Is it clear?
No response till now. Guys, is it clear? Once again, madam, Arun, which one you want Madam to explain? Namely the truth table, the tabulation part with the clock. Yeah, table. Okay. Madam, Arun wants you to explain the table once again. When you give the
Table
clock
is
pulse, there is a shift.
actually the table is not required, right? Then, okay, once I'll tell you. This is not required as table because you want to explain about this one in words actually, right? Actually, you want to explain in words. So first, during the first clock pulse, you are loading the data as 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So QA is equal to 0. So it is a D flip flop. So it will produce the same input whatever be there in the input side output. Okay, so 0, 1, 1, 0. This is about your first clock pulse. Okay, is that okay? Then in the second clock pulse, we are going to use the shift operation because you are taking the output from QD alone. You are taking the output from QD alone. So this 0 is out. Okay, this is your first output. First output is 0. You are taking first output as 0. Is that okay? Is that clear? First output as 0, right? Then the second clock pulse, actually in the second clock pulse, you are moving the shift, you are giving the shift operation, right? Shift operation, so it is, because in all other cases, DB, DC, DD, okay, DB, DC, DD, everywhere it is connected to AND gate and OR gate, okay. So everywhere the load condition is depending on load or shift case, right? But in the A flip flop, A input is directly connected to A, okay. So A you consider as 0 yellow. So every time A flip flop will consider the input of A. A is equal to 0. And all other cases, because so many gates are there, it is actually depending on the shift and the load line. It is depending on the shift and load line. So it is not depending on whatever be there in the input at B, C and D. Only A flip flops will depending on what is your input, right? So A is equal to 0. B, C, D, it is not a problem. Okay, let it be 1, 1, 0. But it is not actually considering what is actually happening there. Then it is only shifting the operation. Shifting the operation means 0 is out, right? It is shifting the operation. 0 is right. So this QC comes to D because QC was 1 in the second, once the second clock pulse comes, this QC will come to input of D, DD, right? This DD, so this is 1, DD is also 1, your output DD is equal to 1. Then QB was 1, so the QB is coming to DC, so DC is equal to 1, so your QC is also equal to 1. Then what about QB? QA was 0 only, right? QA was 0. So this QA is coming to the input of DB. So output of the DB is 0. Output of QB is equal to 0. And QA is nothing but based on the input of A. A is equal to 0. So QA is equal to 0, right? So this is moving here. And this 0 is moving here. Okay, this is nothing but what is there in the input of A. Okay, this is nothing but what is the input of A. So you are outing, this is your second output. This is your second output which is equal to 1. Then you are giving the third clock pulse. Here also shift is equal to 1, right? And input is 0, 1, 1, 0. Now you see this is out, right? Now QC is equal to 1. Since QC is equal to 1, DD is equal to 1. So suppose QD is equal to 1. So that is what you are given here. Then what about QB? QB was 0 here, right? QB was 0. So DC equal to 0, QC equal to 0. This is here. So this is what you are writing here. Again, QA is equal to 0. So DB is equal to 0. QB is equal to
I will write here. Okay. So 1, 0, 0. Again, A is 0. So DA is equal to 0. QA is equal to 0. This is coming here. And this is here. And this is here. This is your third output, which is equal to 0. Right. Then the fourth clock pulse comes here. This one is 1. Then this is 0, 1, 1, 0. And here it is. This is out. This one is out. This is out. This is out. Next one is the 0. 0 comes here. Then this 0 comes here. This 0 comes here. This 0 comes here. And again here 0. So this is fourth output, which is equal to, so this is 1 only, no? This 1, this is 0. Is that okay, Harun? Is that okay, Arun?
Yes, madam.
Clear?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you. I think I was about to take the counters, but the time is not permitting us to do. Hopefully, we will finish about the synchronous sequential circuit as well as counters by this week itself. And the next week, we will move to asynchronous. Asynchronous also, actually, we don't require much topic. Much hours. I think we can finish it up soon. I think by next week, we can finish it off second module, right, sir?
Yes, madam.
Hopefully, yes.
No issues.
Then we will get the, so we will do some extra problems in the next hours, right? So it is not a problem. You can, if you have any doubts or clarification, please contact us. That we are repeatedly telling you, but we are not getting any response. I hope this is clear. So this is what is 4 types of shift registers. First one is serial in, serial out, serial in, parallel out, parallel in, serial out, and parallel in, parallel out. So the diagram is most important. You may ask as a 2-mark question as well as essay question. As a part of essay question, not a full 12-mark question. It is a part of essay question. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. Sir?
Madam, it's 11.
Yeah, we can wind up, sir. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, that's the end of today's class, and the next class is on Friday, theory class. Next theory class is on Friday, first hour. And
Lab is on Wednesday.
Wednesday we have a lab session. We'll just go ahead with experiment number 4. Okay.
Do you want any
Actually,
repeated lab session? Actually, we have completed 3 labs. Do you want any repeated lab? If you are not clear about anything else, we can do that. No problem.
No response. Okay.
They are left in their.
Okay. Okay. I'll just drop a form, Google form to you for you to give us feedback of how the delivery of
It
course
is
content
with
is.
Anjana Murali.